Drop it.
Looking for a trail shoe that can go the distance, but also be there when you need some speed, the Brooks Caldera could be an option for you. Alright, let's dive right into some reasons why you may want to try the Brooks Caldera. First is the foam midsole. I really like the foam midsole on these shoes. Generally, I don't try shoes with a big beefy midsole like this, but these things were awesome. They provide some flexibility, a little bit of responsiveness, but a lot of cushioning. I've taken these shoes on 15, 18, 19 mile runs. Feet were as fresh as a daisy at the end. They were pretty awesome. They were also super responsive. They remind me more of a lighter weight road shoe than a trail shoe. So big kudos for the midsole on these shoes. Another reason you may want to try out these shoes is the mesh upper. A really well constructed mesh upper. It's breathable. They drain well when you're running through creeks and streams and puddles and muddy trails. Great if you live in a hot climate where your feet are going to be sweating a lot. So great upper material here. The upper material is also super durable. See, it's seen better days as far as how dirty it is. There is not a stitch out of place. It looks brand new out of the box. Another reason you may want to check this shoe out is the traction. I was pleasantly surprised with the traction on the bottom of these. There isn't a ton of lugs and they're not super deep, but mud and rocks and wet trail, dry trail, roots, this thing pretty much grabbed them all. At first when I came out of the box I was like, you know, they may work okay on some dirt, some gravel roads, but when we get down into the nasty dirty stuff, I don't know if they're going to be for me. But another reason why you may want to try out this shoe is the lightweight feel. They're not a super lightweight shoe. My size 12 came in at about 12 ounces. However, they feel really light underfoot. It wasn't a shoe that was hard to turn over. It wasn't a shoe that felt cumbersome at faster pace. The shoe really ran faster than it weighed. It just felt good. They felt fast, they felt natural, and you can't ask for more from a shoe. All that being said, let's dive into some reasons why you may not like this shoe so much. First of all is the fit. I was really surprised here. Normally Brooks shoes fit my feet perfectly. I am a standard size 11.5 and every single Brooks shoes that I've had before have fit my feet really well. I've had the Ghost, I've had the Ricochet, I've had the Cascadia, I have the Levitate. All of them 11.5 were perfect out of the box. However, the Caldera I did have to size up, and it wasn't perfect when I sized up. So at size 12 the length was good, however it felt like there was a lot of extra material in the upper. So as my run would go on, I'd find myself retying the shoes, retightening the shoes. If I had worn these shoes on a race day, I haven't worn them on a race day yet. I plan on doing it in a couple months, but if I had, I probably wouldn't be liking that so much. So I'm gonna have to try out some different lacing techniques and make sure I can get the fit really dialed in before that race. A second reason why you might not want to pick a pair of these up is the colors. This is the only color it comes in. Mine has kind of turned into this cool camo mismatch of colors. That's really because they're so stinking dirty from some muddy miles. But they really only come in this gray and tealish green colored. So one color option, if you're looking for something specific, if you like black shoes, if you like white shoes, if you like red shoes, sorry, but for now you're stuck with the gray and the teal. I don't know, throw them in the mud a little bit, get a camo color like me. Alright, and the last reason you may not want to try this shoe is the small lugs. As I said, they do really well in wet conditions, dry conditions, rocks, roots, dirts. However, on a super muddy trail, which a lot of the trails that I run in the winter turn into, they're not great. On a few areas of my trails, on the uphills, on the downhills, I found myself feeling like I was more on ice skates than on a running shoe. You know, that's an area where Brooks's Cascadia trail shoe is a little bit better. It's got the deeper lugs, more grip, However, the Caldera here could use a little bit more of that grip that the Cascadia has. Final thoughts. If I had to give this shoe a grade, I'd give it an A-. It's got some good things going for it. It's got that great midsole that's responsive and feels lightweight, but you can run miles and miles and miles in it. It's got pretty good traction. Not the best in the mud, but everywhere else, it really kicks. We got the good upper. It's breathable. It's drainable. It just works. Some reasons it's not so great. Fit, you're probably going to want to size up, especially if you're between sizes. If you live in a real muddy, wet climate, might not be for you. And the colors, you know, they're just okay. Meh. You know, I'd rather see something more in the black line. I like black shoes. I think they look fast. These ones are just kind of, you know, okay. So, a pretty darn good shoe here. Good, not great. The Brooks Caldera 3. Thanks for watching.
Into it.